Next topic is greatest common divisor of two integers. Suppose a and b are two integers, non-zero integers, and another integer d is called a greatest common divisor of these two numbers a and b. If d is first common divisor of a and b, means what? D divides to a as well as d divides to b. Means d is a common divisor. D divides to both a and b. So how can denote d divides to a and d divides to b? This notation. In previous lecture we seen that d divides to a. When we say d divides to a, if a expressed as a d into some integer. Okay, so this is the definition of divisibility. So when we say divides, if the remainder is 0 or this a expressed as a d into some integer, and what is when we say d divides to b, if b expressed as d into some integer, or we know the simple definition. What are the, suppose this a is 12, so what is the divisors of 12? 1 2 3 4 6 and 12 are the divisors of 12. That is 1 divides to 12, 2 divides to 12. Why 2 divides to 12? Because 12 expressed as 2 into 6. 3 divides to 12, 4. These are the divisors. So definition of divisibility is very simple. When we say divide, one number divides to other number, that if that other number expressed as that first number into some integer. Okay, so when we say d is a greatest common divisor of a and b, if d divides to both a and b, this is the first condition. And what is the second condition? Any common divisor of a and b divides d. That is, if there is another divisor of a and b, common divisor of a and b, then it is less than this d. So this condition second indicates that t is a greatest among all common divisors of a and b. What is the definition of greatest common divisor? The word indicates the definition. First, the number is common divisor of that two numbers and is greatest among all common divisors. When d becomes a greatest common divisor of a and b, if first condition is d is common divisor, that is d divides to both a and b, and the second condition indicate the d is greatest among all common divisors. So how we can write mathematically that d is the greatest common divisor among all common divisors? That is, first, if there is another divisor of a and b, common divisor of a and b, suppose c, then c divides to d. That is, c is less than d. D is the greatest among all common divisors. Okay, this condition second indicates d is the greatest among all common divisors. That is, if any common divisor of a and b divides to d, that is, if there is another divisors, common divisor of a and b, suppose c divides to a and c divides to b, then c divides to d. That is, c is smallest than d. D is greatest among all common divisors. This condition second indicates D is a greatest among all common divisors. So what is the definition of greatest common divisor? When D is called greatest common divisor of A and B, if it satisfy these two conditions. What are the two conditions? First, D divides to both A and B, and if there is another common divisor of A and B, suppose C divides to, if C divides to A and C divides to B, then C divides to D. If these two conditions are satisfied by D, then D is called greatest common divisor of A and B. For we find the greatest common divisor of 12 and 16. So first find divisors of 12. What are the divisors? This word greatest common divisor. So common divisor of 12. What are the divisors of 12? 1 is a divisor of every number. 2 is the divisor of 12. 3, 4, 6 and 12. This is the list of divisors of 12. And what are the divisors of 16? 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. These are the divisors of 16. So what are the common divisors of 12 and 16? What are the common? 1 is common, 2 is common and 4 is common. Okay, so these are the common divisors of 12 and 16. First find divisors of 12 and 16, then common divisors of 12 and 16, and then greatest common divisor of 12 and 16 is what? What is the greatest one? 4 is the greatest common divisor. So that is the common divisor greatest among all common divisors. 4 is what? Why 4 is greatest common divisor? Because it is first it is a common divisor and it is greatest among all common divisors. So if you check the condition second by using this condition, that is 2 is the common divisor. But what happened? 2 divides to 12 as well as 2 divides to 16. Then what happened? 2 divides to 4. That is 2 is less than 4. So 4 is the greatest common divisor of 12. That is, if there is another divisor, suppose 2 is the divisor of 12 and 16, but 2 divides to 4. So 4 is greatest among all common divisors, and therefore 4 is the greatest common divisor of this 12 and 16. Okay, and we denote this by using this notation. Write it round bracket 12 comma 16 is equal to 4. And what is the notation for greatest common divisor of A and B? Denoted by this notation, round bracket, write A comma B. Okay, this is not order pair. This is the greatest notation for greatest common divisor of A and B. That is in the round bracket. So in Marathi, what is the meaning? What is the translation of greatest common divisor? Is what? Mahattam Sadharan Vibhajan. Like a Masavi. This is the Marathi translation, Masavi, and we learn it in 6th, 7th, 5th standard. That is the greatest common divisor, Masavi, Mahattam Sadharan Vibhajan. That is the greatest among all common divisors, greatest common divisor. So, how we can find the greatest common divisor? By using this procedure. If these numbers are very large, these numbers, that is, we have to find the greatest common divisor of large numbers. 2 large numbers, then this procedure fails. This procedure is applicable only for the smallest number. Here we again find the greatest common divisor of 12 and 18. So what are the divisors of 12? These are the divisors of 12. These are the divisors of 18. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18. And so what are the common divisors of 12 and 16? 1, 2 and what are 3 and 6. These are the common divisors. And so greatest common divisor of 12 and 16 is 6. Okay, if you observe 3 is the greatest, is not greatest common divisor, it is common divisor. See, if you take 3 divides to 12 as well as 3 divides to 18, and then what happens? 3 divides to 6, and that is the 6 is greatest among all common divisors. So this second condition in the definition indicates that D is the greatest among all common divisors. Okay, so D is the greatest common divisor. Then relatively prime integers. 2 integers A and B are called relatively prime if their greatest common divisor is 1. Okay, for example 13 and 17. What are the greatest common divisor of 13 and 17? 1. Because 13, the common divisor of 13 and 17 is only 1. Okay, and therefore 13 and 17 are relatively prime. Also 10 and 21 are relatively prime. Their greatest common divisor is 1. Okay, so if the greatest common divisor of 2 integer is 1, then they are called relatively prime integers. Next is the division algorithm. The theorem, division algorithm theorem. Suppose A and B are any 2 integers, and suppose A is not equal to 0, then there exist integers Q and R such that B is equal to AQ plus R, where R is strictly less than mod A and greater than or equal to 0. This is very simple theorem. That is, if we are given 2 numbers, suppose we are given 51 and 8. 51 and 8. Then we divide this 51. Suppose B is the 51. B number is 51 and A is 8. Okay, then we divide 51 by 8. So what is the quotient? This is very simple division. That is, this is not by using calculator. This is our first standard, second standard method. That is 51. Then count this table of 8. 6 are 48. Okay, so 48 is the nearest and smallest number than 51. Okay, so what is their subtraction? Then division is what is their subtraction is 3. Then with this 6 is the quotient and 8 is the 3 is the remainder. Why 3 is the remainder? If we have, suppose here, suppose the subtraction of this number is suppose 12 or 18 or 11, then what happen? Then again we divide by 8. Okay. So when we say it is a remainder, if we have suppose 8, then we also divide by 1. Quotient is 1, and then 8 1 8, and 8 minus 8 is 0. So why is this is remainder? Because this number is what? Is strictly less than 8. If it is 8 or larger than 8, then we divide again by 1, quotient 1 or 2. So when we say this is remainder, if it is less than, strictly less than 8. Okay. So if we also, how can write 51? So 51 is expressed as 8 into 6. 8 into quotient divisor into quotient plus remainder. So 8 6 are 48 plus 3 becomes 51. And this 3 is what? Strictly less than 8 and greater than or equal to 0. So remainder is not negative. We know also that remainder is what? If 8 is divisor, then remainder is what? Either 7, 6 or 5 or 4 or 3 or 2 or 1 or 0. Remainder is not negative. It is greater than or equal to 0. And it is less than the divisor. This is divisor. A is the divisor. So we can write 51 as A, that is divisor. That is, we are given two numbers, 51 and 8. If you divide 51 by 8, then 6 is the quotient and 3 is the remainder. So if we are given A and B, the divisor must be non-zero. So A is not equal to 0. Then we express B as A into Q, that is quotient, plus R remainder. Okay, so if we are given two numbers A and B, then out of that B express, that large number B express in the form A into quotient plus remainder, and the remainder is always less than A and greater than or equal to 0. So this is the, if you divide 51 by 8, then 6 is the quotient and 3 is the remainder. And always this 3 is what? Less than divisor and greater than or equal to 0. Similarly, when we, the remainder, if the remainder is 0, then we say divides. A divides to B. Then we say A divides to B. The previous definition of divisibility. Okay. So if you are given the two numbers 51 and minus 8, suppose, then what is the quotient? Minus 6 is the quotient. 8 minus 6 are 48, and their subtraction is 3. So we can write 51 as minus 8 into minus 6 plus remainder is 3, because the remainder is always less than divisor, mod of divisor. So mod of minus 8 is 8. So we can apply also this theorem for A, if A and B are negative. Okay, one of them is negative or both are negative, then we can also apply the division algorithm. So if are given any two numbers, then one number expressed as A into quotient plus remainder, and this is the called division algorithm theorem. It's very simple theorem, but it's important theorem. And we will find the greatest common divisors by using this division algorithm, by applying division algorithm successively, and this procedure is called Euclidean algorithm. Division greatest common divisor by using Euclidean algorithm. So the process of finding greatest common divisor of given two integers by applying division algorithm successively is known as Euclidean algorithm, or greatest common divisor using Euclidean algorithm. And we described the procedure of this finding greatest common divisor using Euclidean algorithm in the next example. So this is very important example as far as exam concerned, that find the greatest common divisor of 3997 and 2947 and express it in the form 3997 into m or x and 29947 into n or y. So m and n are integers. Now first we will find the greatest common divisor of these 3997 and 2947 by using Euclidean algorithm, that is by repeated use of division algorithm. So out of these two number, what is the large number? 3997 is the large number. So divide this 3997 by this 2947. What is the quotient? 1 is the quotient plus 1050 is the remainder. Okay. So this is by using division algorithm theorem. That is, divide this number, large number, by small number, then write here a quotient, write here remainder. Okay. So you can find the quotient we know that the quotient is 1, very obviously. If we use calculator, if we divide 3997 by 2947, then what do we have the answer? We have the answer 1 point something. 1 point something. That is 1 is the question. If we have suppose calculator answer, calculator on calculator we have 2 point something, then 2 is the question. If we have some answer on calculators that 3 point something, then 3 is the question. And so we will divide this number by using this number on calculator, then we have the answer 1 point something, that is 1 is the question. And then 3997 minus 2947 into 1 is answer is, by using calculator, answer is 1050. So this is the procedure to write this equation. Then next, this is by using division algorithm theorem. Again I apply division algorithm theorem to 2947 and 1050. So divide this 2947 by using 1050. So by using calculator, if we count this 2947 divided by 1050, then we get answer 2 point something. Means 2 is the question. And then how we can find this number? Remainder, this 2947 minus 1050 into 2. We get the answer 847 remainder. And this remainder is always less than divisor. Then again apply division algorithm theorem to 1050 and 847. That is divide 1050 by 847. By using calculator, we have the answer 1 point something. That is 1 is the question, and therefore 1050 minus 847 into 1 becomes answer 203. That is, this is remainder. And then apply division algorithm to 847 and 203. So divide 847 by 203. If we divide this 847 by using 203 on calculator, then we have the answer 4 point something. Means 4 is the question. And then 847 minus 203 into 4, answer is 35. Here is we have the 35 as a remainder. Similarly, apply division algorithm to 203 and 35. That is right, 203 is equal to 35 into 5. How we get this number in question 5? On calculator, divide 203 by 35, we get the answer 5 point something. Means 5 is the question. And then 203 minus 35 into 5, answer is this 28, that is the remainder. Then apply the procedure division algorithm to 35 and 28. So when we stop this procedure of applying division algorithm, when we get the remainder is 0, then we stop this procedure until we continue the procedure of applying division algorithm. So again 35, apply 35 to and 28 division algorithm. 35 divided by 28 into 1, quotient is 1 plus 7 is the remainder. And then apply the division algorithm to 28 and 7, then 28 is equal to 7 into 4, that is 28 plus 0. Okay, that is, we have the remainder 0. And then what is the greatest common divisor of these two numbers, 3997 and 247? The greatest common divisor is right round bracket 3997 comma 2947 is equal to 7. That is the last non-zero remainder or second last remainder. What is the last remainder? In every example, last remainder is 0. And the second last is what? 7. The last non-zero remainder, this is the first non-zero remainder, this is second, third, fourth, fifth, and this is the last non-zero remainder. In every example, last remainder is 0, but the second last remainder is not equal to 0, and it is 7 in this example. So 7 is the greatest common divisor of these two numbers, 3997 and 2947. And this procedure is called a greatest common divisor of these two numbers by using Euclidean algorithm. The repeated use of division algorithm to find the greatest common divisor is called the Euclidean algorithm. So this is the greatest common divisor of these two numbers by using Euclidean algorithm. Because this procedure, that finding a greatest common divisors of these two numbers and then greatest common divisor, this procedure fails for this example, because 3997 we cannot find all the divisors of 3997 correctly, or very lengthy procedure. So this is the procedure to find greatest common divisor of the two numbers, and this procedure is called greatest common divisor by using Euclidean algorithm. Actually, this is the repeated use of division algorithm. And the next question is express it in the form that the greatest common divisor D of these two numbers, that is that 7. Now the 7 is the D greatest common divisor is 7. So express this 7 as 3997 into M